Okay, you can see that we're within the cruiser blueprint here. I've been playing around a bit with these new iron pulse beams. So my existing weapon, the graviton cannons with auto fire, they cost me 150 manufacturing for 10, and they do a total of 100 damage per second, 189 attack rate. And if I were to change over to iron pulse beams, I can have 7 without taking off anything. It is pretty much half in terms of damage per second. Cost is a bit less. And yeah, we've got a tiny bit of space, but I'd probably put 8 on by taking off some point defense. So let's add that amount on. And you can see my attack rating is nowhere near as good as 37. I think there's some, well, there's definitely some issue going on here. It's not reflecting how good this weapon is. Said that, I don't think this weapon is as good as the graviton guns, it would seem currently, with the auto fire on with them. I don't have the modifiers for these yet, so maybe when I do get those it might be worthwhile using them, but I don't really see a good reason to use them yet. So I was considering using them for my cruisers, and yeah, maybe the destroyers, but I might have the destroyers that keep at longer range at some point, like the bomber does currently. Right, that cruiser, I think I'm going to wait until that comes up. It takes a bit too long to get around there otherwise. Right, so let's end the turn. Very near to the command point cap. I gotta build a bio starbase somewhere very soon. It's a threatening fleet. Right, it's just a dragon as usual. Right, so Foxtrot, I've got a new spy that I'm gonna want to move, and that one I think is actually worthwhile me moving as well, probably. Right, so where have we got these two? I'm going to move that one to Ziphius Prime. 9 turns. Yeah, and I think I will move this one. I don't think anyone's spying on me. And the capital isn't so important as it used to be now anyway. So let's assign a colony. Let's do one of the Canis ones. Yeah, I'll do that one actually. Okay. Right, let's get the movement done for the turn. Okay, what did I make? Robot miners. Right, I'm gonna. Oh, we just finished a jump get. I think it was a one up there, so I can maybe start to move those. That'll take a couple of turns there. Yeah, I think that's nearer to there, so I will move those. Okay. And right, let's get some movement then. So I think there's going to be a big combat coming up here. Let's separate the civilian ships. So I stuck a colony ship in Crocana Prime and also a starbase on Alacast Prime. Right, so let's get to this engagement then. Okay, so they have 149 attack rating. They seem to be literally... Well, actually, there are some destroyers in there, but it's mainly frigates. Right, so they got a numerical advantage here, definitely. And that's something which I forgot. They actually have a starbase and a missile base, and even a cruiser as well, actually. So maybe this is going to be more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Let's find out though. Let's take command. Victory chance is good. I may even lose some ships here, but yeah, hopefully I have the manufacturing to get them up quickly. Okay, let's open cinematics. Right, this is the biggest fight we've had so far. That looks damaged. I thought we were supposed to auto repair, being a Meklar. Not sure what's going on there. Right, so the starbase is a mixture of armaments and a ton of mass driver point defense. I'm not sure if point defense is possible to work when it's not firing at missiles or fighters. That's something I don't know about actually. Hopefully not. certainly in this case because they have a lot of it. Right, so this is a missile base, and I do have quite good point defense, but I might want to take it out pretty quickly. The cruiser, what weapons do they have here then? More point defense. Fusion beam enveloping, so that's good against shields. Mass driver on there. The destroyers, mass drivers bypass shields, so I'm definitely gonna want to take down that cruiser probably pretty quickly. And I assume all the frigates are the same. They have a neutron blaster. Ooh, they have mass drivers, that's not good. So the frigates and the cruiser I probably want to take down the quickest because they seem to be the best. Are they all the same? Right. Okay. But first things first. Let's take out the starbase and missile base. Right, I can attack there. I think that one's a close-in actually, isn't it? I was getting confused there. That one needs PD accuracy if it's going up against a missile base. These can stay back. Okay, see how we do. Right, looks like they are going at those, which I'm going to have to put on PD accuracy here, I think. Right. So these should be rushing in, yeah they are. Hopefully I can take these out before they come in. I think let's have them hold position. I'll have those hold position as well now. When the cruisers at the front. Getting shot at the most because they have the most PD defense, most shields, most hit points. They have a lot of mass drivers which are going to be bypassing my shields. But I do have the hull bonus, don't I? So I think that's taken out. But renew these. I think everything's moving though again, that's the issue. Right, my ships only shoot to the front, so that's an issue. I don't want these moving past my ships. So stick that there. I think I'll have those target those target those. Okay. Yeah, you can see we're getting damage at bypassing my shields. Really don't like coming up against mass drive again. Right. So what do they have? Let's check this out again. They have mass drivers. I think well, I'd like to have that one, but it doesn't seem to be showing up for beam defense. But that does have some beam defense, so I'll keep that on. That's good. I think they're getting shot at, so I think put that on as well there. Right, they got cruisers and destroyers coming in, but I guess I'll deal with frigates first of all. Those can go after the destroyers instead. I'll target those as well now. I think I get those through those actually. Okay, looks like everything's going well, which is great. Let's go after those, is it? And the cruisers can go after the cruiser. Okay, looks like we're going to win here quite comfortably. Right. Excellent. Victory. So the mass drivers bypassed my shield, did damage, but because of the Meklar, that's not going to be a problem whatsoever. Now I can attack the colony this turn, but I'm not going to do it from that screen. I'm going to actually come back here. Yeah, I think I've used all the movements, so it didn't really matter where I do this from. Now this planet is actually pretty excellent. They have 14 marines, 11 structures, 11 population. I only have 12 marines on hand, and they have a lot of bonuses for their marines, so I'm not sure I can actually take that. It would be very close. I do have power armor though, which is better. How good is this planet? It's pretty good. I think I'm gonna go for this. If I fail, then it's going to take me a while to rebuild my transports, but I should be able to get them down here reasonably quickly. I think it's worth the risk, but we'll see in a second. Right, so let's attack. So add on those. So it's 14 to 12. Yeah, that really doesn't give you much information here though, so it's really guesswork whether or not you're stronger. Let's find out. And we're not stronger. Nowhere near as stronger. Did I put on all three then? I'm not sure I did. It looks like I might have one transport left. No, I'm wrong. I don't have any transports left. Yeah, so I failed pretty hard then actually. The Mercians do have quite a nice, well, defensive bonus it would seem. So how many did I kill? I killed 5. And I attack with 12. So probably need to attack 2 to 1 maybe with my transports, which means I need to hire a lot more. And I don't think that's updated. Right, so I got transports coming down there. Let's check my build lists then, is it? I think... What's that making? Moon Laboratory? Right, I'll make transport next turn there. That's making a bomber, make transport there. Yeah, I have to figure that out in a bit. Right, Space Factory. So it's going to take a while to conquer them, sadly. That can move down to here, and I'll use that one there. And that civil transport, I'll unload. Right, so that looks good to me. I was expected to take that then. That's a bit of a surprise. Or at least not win by a better margin, well, lose by a better margin than I did, but they really won that pretty significant. Guess they do have a lot of bonuses. Marindi grew. Okay, so he's on strike. Better get that soon. Let's move. I'm gonna have to. Well, yeah, I don't have any transports coming soon, I'm afraid. I'm gonna have to bomb or move around and attack things with that fleet. That's done in a couple of turns. Galactic trading is
Research
completed.
complete. The Combine has been successfully upgraded.
Okay,
Please select.
let's get in the... Yeah, I want the Astro University. Let's make that. Right, the bomber in Kochba was done. Start making some more transports, which it would seem I definitely need if I'm gonna take stuff quickly. Or take the very well developed planets intact. Moon laboratory there, let's make another transport. Where is it to? There. How much are these? 48. But I take off 20%, I think, because of the shipyard building I have. Right, so we are 2 turns away now there. So I've got to protect this route. It's going to take X amount of turns to get there, 1 to get there, probably 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Then I'm into this system. I'm going to move... That might be pretty rubbish, so I might actually blow that up. Let's move them there. These don't seem to have recovered as well. It's supposed to be auto repair, but maybe I have to have them on a station still. Right, that's pretty... Well, 5 population, 8 structures. I'm gonna blow it up, I think. It's not that great, is it? Okay. And that factory can go there. Start on that. Okay. Actually, did I get the tech to...
Upgrade.
Yeah, I should upgrade those actually. That one then. Let's bring that to there. Upgrade that, then move it back next turn, and I'll have to remember for that as well. Right, what's left to move? This bomber. Let's move that to there. And that's it. Next turn.
I have a proposition for you.
Wow. This is a tough decision. He's busy taking the human colonies at the moment. I think I'm going to accept this, but I'm going to keep up my espionage against him. He's basically the end game boss for me, really. If I beat him, if I'm able to beat him, then I'm going to win. But yeah, if I'm not able to beat him, then I'm going to be in trouble.
My thanks.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be any real downside with non-aggression treaty. You can cancel it whenever you want. So yeah, he's taking that. We have non-aggression now. I'm going to be wanting to colonize that pretty soon. I may, depending on how quickly I can take out the Mercian, I probably want to start attacking the humans so he can't get at them, or just go after him, depending on the situation. Current stats, I'm actually ahead of him on conquest, so now would arguably be a good time to go after him, arguably, but I think we are catching up in the other areas still, rather than him going away. Troop transports, I'm going to have to come back to... I think I'm going to continue bombing that, I might as well. Yeah, it hasn't recovered hit points here, which... Yeah, it does definitely seem you have to go on like a military station or a planet of your own to repair. Auto repair does seem to be working too well. Right, so there's a government building on Marindi. Okay, what next? Let's get the lab. I think I get the marine barracks. Actually, the population's growing. Well, I think I'm gonna move a population point over to that. A Meklar pop in a bit. So yeah, I need that coming up. Advanced data center there. This place is very good for making ships seemingly as well, although it doesn't have a moon. Gonna get the troop transport made here as well. Okay. Right, another transport. And yet another transport. Okay. That space factory I upgraded, didn't I? So let's move that back to there. And you can see that the time has been reduced. That transport can go there. Troop transport can go there. And wow, I have a lot of troop transports here as well, don't I? How many am I up to then? 5. And they're waiting for that as well. Let's wait there then. And editor. Oh, they actually built a ship, which I hadn't realised. I think I'm going to have to deal with that. They probably have a starbase there as well. Right, so Space Factory completed the jump gate. Let's upgrade Space Factory. You can't do it off a jump gate. Okay. Let's move it to Marindi there. Right, that destroyer can stay there. That was that one, wasn't it? Yeah. Troop transport completed there. Might as well keep on making them, I think. Gonna get use out of them. So how many have I got? I have 6. Right, let's move this fleet over then. So it's civil transport, 3 troop transports, and a cruiser. It's gonna take 2 turns. And then I would have to move around there, or I could do, well, yeah, you can see it takes that path. It's going to take a little while to get down there. Let's move those over. That troop transport can, well, what's the quickest route? Yeah, it's over there. Okay, that can go back to the upgrade. Right. Anything left this turn then? I think I can move these still, can't I? A couple of them. Can take a couple of turns, which is really rather quick. Yeah, there's no civilians here, so don't have to worry about them. Let's pay this a visit. Attack. Yeah, so they have a missile base here and a star base and 2 destroyers. I'm going to take commands. Just in case. Okay. close in. Right, job done. And let's see what's the state of this. 10 structures? It's not as good as the other planet that we failed to take, is it? This doesn't have any marines at all. I wish I had moved on to this one first. I would have taken it and had a planet here already, but 10 structures. This is probably worthwhile taking. I'm going to wait for transport to come down. I'm just going to move back my fleet in a second and bomb it to bits and then move it back here to wait for the transports to come in. I think that's the plan. Bit worried about them sending ships around here, but it's unlikely, isn't it? Pollution on Krakena reached critical. Got a colony ship, but yeah, I'll sort that out after that's done. The trade treaty with the Darlock finished. I'm actually over my command points now. I don't believe the maintenance has kicked in. Oh, maybe it has actually. I didn't realise it kicked in on that turn. Right, so I need to buy a starbase. I've wasted money, basically. Because of...
A chance for gossip. Have your say.
Right, he's a bit short on money, so I'm going to take...
We may yet
tribute
find
off him.
an amicable arrangement. Unfortunately, no. We may yet find, without reserve.
Okay, let's do this
Have
trade
your
treaty.
say.
Charge me a bit more
We
then.
may
I
yet find
know
an
what you would
amicable
for
arrangement.
the annual tribute.
Without reserve.
Right.
We'll be seeing you.
Right, brilliant. Oh, money went down a bit because of that actually as well. Right, so I've got buildings to build this to do. Let's get movement down. Right, so can move those down in a bit. Right, so let's move my combat fleet back to there. Get bombing. Right, it's wiped out. Right, gonna take a second to update these.